How much can you really make with Instacart in 2025? In this video, I'll show you how much you can really make with Instacart in 2025. You've probably heard stories about shoppers making $30 an hour, and you've probably also heard the horror stories, giant carts, long waits, and tips that never come through. So, which one's true? That's what we're breaking down today. I'm Erin, and this is Side Hustle Mastery. Today, we're breaking down the real truth about Instacart in 2025. I'll show you what the job actually is, how pay really works, what moves your earnings up or down, and most importantly, how to know if Instacart is the right fit for you. By the end, you'll have a clear picture of whether Instacart can actually move the needle for your income or if your time is better spent elsewhere. What Instacart actually is. First things first, what exactly is Instacart? Think of Instacart like Uber Eats, but for groceries. Customers place an order in the app, you get matched to shop it, and you deliver the groceries to their door. You're not on a fixed schedule. You open the app, look at available batches, and decide which ones to take. Each batch shows the store, the number of items, the estimated pay, and the delivery details. You grab the cart, shop the items, check out with an Instacart issued payment card, and drop them off. So in short, Instacart connects customers, stores, and shoppers. You shop and deliver groceries. You get paid per batch plus tips. Simple enough. Now, let's break down how the money works. Instacart pays you per batch. That's the shop and the delivery combined. On top of that, you keep 100% of customer tips. Sometimes you'll see bonuses or incentives, but the bulk of your pay comes from two things. Number one is batch pay. Number two is tips. Here's the part most beginners miss. It's not just about the payout, it's about the time. Your real hourly is payout divided by the total minutes from when you accept the order to when you finish your delivery. That includes shopping, checkout, and driving. That's why two batches that pay $20 can have very different outcomes. If one takes 40 minutes and the other one takes 75, your hourly is completely different. What moves your hourly up or down? Four main levers control your earnings. Number one is batch quality. The best orders show a clear tip, manageable cart size, short drive, and a store you know well. An example is 3 items with a $10 tip is better than 60 items with a $15 tip. Number two is timing. Demand shifts all day, late mornings, and early evenings are steady. Weekends often spike with bigger orders, but they can be competitive. Weekday mid-mornings, retirees order then. It's an overlooked sweet spot. Number three is store familiarity. Grocery speed isn't about sprinting, it's about knowing your layouts. So if you know aisle 6 is baking goods, you save minutes every trip. Number four is messaging. A quick text on substitutions keeps tips safe. Customers tip for trust and not speed alone. So those little details are what separate $5 per hour shoppers from $25 per hour shoppers. Let's run through some real examples so you see how this plays out. So example A is 8 items and it's 1.5 miles. You get a $7 base and an $8 tip, which means it would be $15. Let's say it takes around 20 minutes, so that's about $45 an hour. For example B, there's 30 items, 5 miles, so it's farther, $10 base and a $15 tip, which is $25, and it takes around 50 minutes though, because there are more items, so that's about $30 an hour. Example C, there's 60 items, so nearly double of example B. It's 10 miles, $15 base, and a $20 tip, which is $35. And let's say it takes around 90 minutes, that's about $23 per hour. So as you can see, example A is the best option for your time. So it's same payouts on paper, but hourly is totally different. That's why efficiency, not just payout, decides how much you really make. So let's start with the upside. Flexibility. You open the app when you want. If you want to pause mid-shift to pick up your kid, you can. Number two is tips. Bigger orders often mean bigger tips. A $100 grocery bill could easily carry $15 to $20 in tips. Cash flow friendly. Unlike some side hustles that take weeks to pay, Instacart pays weekly. Instant cash out is available too for a small fee. Knowledge advantage. If you know your local stores inside and out, you'll crush newer shoppers who waste time hunting items. The cons and what to watch out for. But it's not all upside. Here is is gonna be the flip side. Some batches look good, but they take forever. Big carts, long lines, and tricky parking. Also, tips aren't guaranteed. Customers can lower them after delivery, though most don't if communication is solid. Competition can be high in certain cities, especially during off hours. You're responsible for gas, wear and tear, and self-employment taxes. So yes, Instacart can be worth it, but only if you pick the right batches and manage your cost. Who should consider Instacart? Here's who Instacart fits best. Side hustlers who want 10 to 15 hours a week, especially weekends. Or it could be people who actually enjoy grocery shopping and don't mind texting customers. Drivers with small SUVs or hatchbacks, enough space but good gas mileage. But if you hate shopping, if parking's a nightmare in your area, or if you'd rather do shorter trips, DoorDash or Uber Eats may be better. FAQ section. So is Instacart legit? Yes, they've been around for over a decade, they're widely used, and shoppers get paid. Does Instacart guarantee tips? No, customers can change them after delivery, but good service usually keeps tips solid. Can you make 25 to 30 an hour? Yes, but only if you pick efficient batches. Beginners often earn closer to $15 to $20 an hour until they learn patterns. Do you need a car? In most cities, yes, some allow smaller vehicles, but you'll need enough space for groceries. How soon can you start? Once you're approved and receive your payment, you can start right away. Final thoughts. So, can you really make good money with Instacart in 2025? The answer is it depends on your city, your timing, and your ability to pick up the right batches. For some people, it's a steady $25 an hour side hustle. For others, it's more like $15 an hour. So once you factor in gas and time, the key is running your own test. Track a few batches, calculate your real hourly, and see if it's worth it for you. If this breakdown helped, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment with your city and your first week's numbers. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. That's it from me, Erin with Side Hustle Mastery, and I'll catch you in the next one.